this way, though. I got it right there. All right, good morning, everybody. I appreciate you all coming out in this typhoon that we've had. Can you all hear me? All right, I'm from New York, so 45 minutes might be 15. We're going to be real quick on this. Some of you also from New York. I want to ask a few questions first before we get started. How many of you own your own business today? All right, how many of you have more than 10 people in your business today? 5 people in your business today. So most of you, can I say, are independent, what we call sole proprietors. You have your own business and you're running it by yourself. Right. What I'm going to try to do today is assist all of you in learning some key techniques in how to generate more business by partnering and not just selling. George spoke about working with Walmart. There's a story from Walmart that this salesman came in trying to sell his boxes from Procter & Gamble over and over again. And he continued to try to sell his boxes, and he wouldn't get anywhere. They wouldn't buy it from him. And after finally coming in 5 or 6 times, the Walmart salesperson, the Walmart buyer, turned around and said, I don't want you to sell me boxes. I want you to help me. I want you to assist me.
You can't use the mic, they can't hear you back.
Can't hear back there?
A little tough back here.
All right, let me see.
Does the handheld not work?
We'll use the mic. Well, if you can find out how to turn it on, I can find out how to use it. So who wants to earn more money in this room? There's some hands that didn't go up. This is not the Schwarzkopf Mitzvah. This is basically a place where we're going to try to learn more money. We're going to learn how to make more money. A salesperson, now for all you don't want to make more money, there was a salesperson, he didn't do anything we told him. And unfortunately, he passed away. On the way to heaven, he stopped by the pearly gates. And he was going on his way to heaven. He thought he was going to heaven. I don't know how he figured that out. He was a salesperson, probably a used car salesperson, probably wasn't heading to heaven. But he had a choice. God said to him, do you want to go to heaven, or do you want to check out the other place? And he said, well, you know, I know what heaven is like. I'd love to take a look at hell. It's free. I can make my choice afterwards, can I? He said, absolutely. I'm going to give you the information. You can make your choice. So he sends him to the elevator and far down in the hall by the pearly gates. Goes down, way down, walks down the corridor. There's a door, opens it up, and it's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. There are trees swaying, people drinking wine and having cheese and laughing, and there are birds flying. And turns to God and he says, I love this place. I'd like to stay here. He says, you're sure? Because you only get one choice. And he said, yes, I'd like to stay in hell. He says, you don't want to do heaven? He says, no, I'll do hell. So God again sends him down an elevator. He walks down the corridor. He grabs the handle of the door and he burns his hand. And he kicks the door open and there's fire and brimstone and it's the ugliest place you can imagine. And he turns to God and says, God, what's this? He says, this is the real thing. That was the demo. All our salespeople, we know what we're talking about, don't we? What we're going to try to deliver here is we're going to try to deliver methodologies on partnering, not just selling, not pushing those boxes, but delivering results, delivering that relationship with your buyer so that they think of you first. And there are ways of doing that. Stop thinking in terms of educating customers. Think more about educating yourself about customers. Think about qualifying yourself in their eyes as well as qualifying them. The idea is not to go out and to constantly push what you believe to be your product. Because to the individual buyer, it might not be perceived the same way. You don't know what they need. You don't know what they really want. And you don't know what's their Achilles heel, I call it, is to make them drive themselves to utilize you. Your services and your products come next. Now what we're trying to do is we're trying to develop a lifetime value. And that's the amount of potential business a customer can provide directly and indirectly. Which means they buy from you, or they can say, I've got somebody who can use your services. Which is for all the small businesses, how we build our business. It's essential to build our business by networking, correct? So we go out there and we find people who can say nice things about us. I can't use your services today, but I have somebody who has a product that definitely you'd be interested in talking to about. So here, give this person a call. That's the part of lifetime indirect service. The direct services, I'm calling up John because I know John is always taking care of me. He cares about me. You know, even I get that little that birthday card, which I know he goes out of his way to send me. He knows my children's name. He knows my wife's birthday. He knows my wife's been cheating on me. Things like that. So, what we need to establish to develop this rapport and this relationship with the client and with our buyer is we're going to establish a partnership view. And that partnership view has, as you see, something that spells out enables. And that's basically establishing a rapport. Get rid of that preconceived notion that your benefits and your products are what they're trying to buy, because they're not. They have certain needs and certain desires that you have to fulfill or they will not do business with you. How many people have you tried very hard to sell and you can't understand why they won't turn the corner and buy your products? That's because you have yet to understand what they want, what's in it for them. And that's so important, what they're looking to do. In the case of the Walmart individual, he's not looking to buy Procter & Gamble products. He does that already. What he wants to know is how you can help him sell more products, how you can redesign, redistribute, put them in a better place where they can be seen, discount, buying more products for less price, things that can help him do a better job, not just sell me some toothpaste. That's not the issue, and that's not the way you're going to sell your clients. Ask questions. How many feel you're good qualifiers? You qualify the customer real. You do? What do you normally ask a customer? The first thing you ask them?
I'd like to find out the person's name.
That's going to be a good thing. How about the next thing? You do face to
We're
face.
both there for business purposes. I wouldn't hesitate to ask him what keeps him busy during the day, or what is are you an owner of the business, or are you working for somebody else?
So you're delving into him personally. You're not asking him, what do you sell? What do you buy? What's your products? Because now you're trying to find out what gets him going, what drives him. Products are not essential, because again, if he's not able to buy your products, that's okay. He might know somebody who will. So you have that exponential growth, not that direct funnel of the rifle effect. You're going to have the shotgun effect. Be accepting, listen carefully. The biggest fallacy people have is that they like to talk. They like to tell about what they do. They like to tell about their presentations. They like to tell about their products. They like to tell how much benefits it's going to save, how much money you're going to save. All this is beautiful stuff, but not yet. Because you haven't developed that relationship yet with the individuals. The relationship that's going to allow them to listen to you, to hear you, to trust you. You all know that word, trust? Loyalty. Things that we've forgotten in these day and age, and how to sell, how to develop it within our organizations, how to develop it with our buyers. Trust and loyalty. It's essential in getting that rapport developed. Ensure an understanding when you're asking the individual what he does. It's not, I buy for Walmart. It's what do you do? What do you like to do? You like to ski? Do you like to play ball? What's your life about? I'm interested in that. I know what you do sitting behind that desk 9 to 5. I know what you're trying to do. But how can I help you make your life easier so you can enjoy your life outside of your work? That's very much important in this day and age with people today. They have to understand that you're not just there for what's good for you. You have to be there what's good for them. The old win-win discussion that we've all been growing up with starts with he wins, and when he wins or she wins, then you win.